Yo, what is really good, my dudes? Today is Monday, April 16th, 2018, and we got another RuneScape update for y'all. So today we see the release of the return of line firemaking, as well as some changes to the Char training cave. So without any further ado, let's jump right into the video. Let's go! Alright guys, so if we have a look at Char's training cave now, there have been some changes. So the cave itself is no longer a weekly distraction and diversion. It's open all day, every day. You can repeat it constantly, and it is a decent way to train your fire making. The actual playtime has been cut down to 5 minutes instead of 10, and you can light fires in the same shapes as you were before as many times as you want. So during your encounter with Char, there's a chance that you will receive the brand new pitch can. This will make it so you can light fires much faster and easier for some good old-fashioned fire making XP. Now the pitch can has 2,000 charges and is tradable when it is in its full and empty state. Each log you do light removes 1 charge. The pitch can itself, when you use it to fire make, will both speed up bonfire fire making as well as line fire making line fire making some of the best XP in the game, albeit very attentive to make sure you get those best rates. Not only that, Mod Malia has actually looked at the Firemaker's curse and made some tweaks to the quest itself to make it much more free-flowing and generally friendlier to new users. So if you have not done that quest, there's no better time than now to finally get your hands on it. Some of the changes that she has made is the amount of damage taken from the fire orbs during the quest has been reduced slightly. Having a line of fire between you and an exploding fire orb during the quest will reduce damage taken by 75%. The progress overlay for one of her trials will now correctly display within the entire game window instead of only within the mini-games window. The progress bar during one of her trials is now more accurate. Damage taken throughout the quest has been reduced. And a right-click option has been added to the flint during the quest to reclaim the pitch can quicker. So those are actually some pretty good updates. Go ahead and check them out in-game for yourself. That being said, hopefully you're lucky enough to get your hands on one of the pitch cans from the new Char's training cave method and can turn a nice profit. That being said, that will wrap it up for the game update. We're going to head on over to the patch notes and see exactly what we got going on over there, so let's go check it out. The Varrock Hard and Elite Diary rewards will now correctly display as cosmetic overrides. The Gilded Pickaxes have had their inventory models slightly adjusted. The Skull Scepter transportation animation has returned. Added missing textures on wood posts in Ithil District. Dragonhide Boots inventory icon now fit correctly in the inventory. Death's Hourglass has been increased in size and given a glow to better find it within his office. Added some missing shadows to Varrock Bridge. It's no longer possible to keep reading book animation if you close the book interface while turning a page. Fixed an issue that prevented players from collecting an order journal page from the Ascension dungeon if they had a full inventory that included the history of the order book. Removed retired achievement chat. Azalea Oakheart's talk and glider options have been corrected. The Baby Dragon Bones Prayer Challenge is no longer assigned to free-to-play Iron Man since free-to-play can acquire Baby Dragon Bones but only through trading. Spelling and Smoking Kills quest description has been fixed. Fixed a small typo in the quest journal for impressing the locals. Corrected a typo in the achievement's name for the Dagonoth King's Boss Drops collection. Hopping over the bone style during the Skeletal Horror fight should now correctly remove players from the instance. The Liquid Gold Nymph in the Lava Flow Mines will no longer attempt to gild a crystal pickaxe, which would result in the icon for pickaxes changing to a bronze pickaxe. The tooltip for the Slayer counter now correctly tracks whether or not you've captured the souls of corrupted creatures and soul devourers. A message showing your total penguin points have been added to the chat box output when spying a polar bear agent to keep you updated on your penguin points total. Corrected functionality of Desert Strikeworm's ranged attack. If you have your borrowed power set to high alchemy, you can now use the Explorer's Ring to high alchemy again. A typo when filling Divine Charge container has been fixed. Fixed a grammatical error with the Divine-O-Matic runs out of empty containers. Fixed a typo with the Rebuild Edgeville quest list. And fixed a typo when nurturing trees in the Edgeville. Fixed an issue where the Jack of Trades and Wisdom auras could not be reset using the Hellion aura. Having any summoning familiar active will no longer cause the Void Shifter passive to trigger. The price of the Livid Plant from the Traveling Merchant has been increased from 500k to 1 mil coins to justify the amount of points it awards. Fixed an issue that was showing duplicate auras in the favorites menu. Collecting multiple of the same item across GE slots in your inventory no longer drop an item to the ground if your inventory is full. An issue where the Livid Plant from the Traveling Merchant was displaying an incorrect amount of produce gained has been fixed. Corrected a typo in Tavia's fishing notes. Players without the Dimension of the Damned Sean follower pets will no longer see him on their pet list. Remove the chance of gaining paw yaw meat from the Grenwall trap if none was used to bait it. Activating a new aura while you already have one equipped will now activate as it should. Splitting granite into 10 pieces now awards the intended amount of XP. Picking more cello mushrooms now actually counts towards farming urns. Certain XP lamps can no longer be disassembled or alked. Dwarf multi-cannons are now built in a single step like invention cannons. Instead of 4 steps, they still have 4 components. Added a slow timer that checks for your cannon and informs you if it's self-destructed, e.g. abandoned in a disregistered instance. Added a confirmation when placing a cannon if you're eligible to reclaim from Nulodian. Dwarf and invention cannons now have approximately equal weight. Fixed an issue that stopped you viewing returned ships from the Voyage tab inside player-owned ports. The bank chest at the Cabbage Face Pleasant Banana minigame in Grotto Cave will now regenerate your health. You no longer get a luck message about receiving a Raptor key part whilst killing Ripper Demons, Living Wyverns, or Acheron Mammoths off task. The drop rate for obtaining Raptor key parts from Ripper Demons and Living Wyverns has changed from 1 in 512 to 1 in 256. Ghosts in free-to-play are once again able to drop the Cremation ability and Ghost Hunter outfit. An info box message has been added when unlocking the Cremation ability to make it easier to notice. Added a missing piece to the message given when the Spend Thrift perk activates. Rare table drops and keys to the crossing drops will now prompt luck messages should you have the ring equipped whilst killing creatures in the Sophonim Slayer dungeon. Iron Man will now correctly receive drops if the Book of Death kills the NPC. Players can now left-click Funeral Pyres to add their highest tier Shade Remains ready for burning. Added a take-all option to filled Pyrolog storage chest in Morton. The Slayer contract and Social Slayer interfaces have been graphically updated. And that is it for your patch notes. Links to both the patch notes and the main game update will be down in the description below if you want to go check those out for yourself. That is it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed yet and you want to stay up to date on all things RuneScape related, then hit that subscribe button. Anyways, I appreciate you watching. I am out. Peace.